The Dalai Lama has reportedly told a French newspaper that just 3 days ago, Chinese troops opened fire on protesters in Tibet. The report in Le Monde quotes the Tibetan spiritual leader as saying that 140 people may have been killed in the attack. China correspondent Stephen McDonald joins us now from Beijing. Stephen, how much credibility do we give these reports?
Well, the Dalai Lama doesn't normally speak in such specifics about alleged human rights abuses in Tibet. So we've all sat up and paid attention to this interview he's said to have given to the Le Monde newspaper, in which he's quoted as saying that on Monday, that's this week, Chinese troops opened fire on a crowd of Tibetans and that dozens of people were killed. Now, he's quoted as saying he doesn't know exactly how many people were killed, but that he's heard at least 140 people might have died, and that in Lhasa alone, that 400 people have been killed since March. Now, the strange thing is, we've been in touch with his aides in Dharamsala, the Tibetan government in exile headquarters. They're already trying to distance themselves from the detail of this, and they're saying, oh, he wasn't exactly meaning those things, or they're fearing he may have been misquoted. And they claim that it's not clear how many people might have died in recent months in Lhasa, and that there may have been events this week, but they don't know how many people have been killed, and they can't imagine that the Dalai Lama has been so specific about this.
So, Stephen, whether it's true or not, coming in the midst of this Olympic showpiece for China, what effect is it likely to have on relations between the Dalai Lama and China, and also France and China?
Well, I think that he has made these comments to a French newspaper can only reignite the tension between France and China over Tibet. I mean, there have been sort of three prongs to this. President Nicolas Sarkozy threatened to boycott the opening ceremony, people will remember, something he didn't do because of Tibet. The government in Paris made the Dalai Lama an honorary citizen, and then there was the French supermarket Carrefour. We saw these huge boycotts here and protests outside of that supermarket chain because word got round on the internet that they were supporting the independence movement in Tibet. So we've already had a great deal of tension between China and France on this issue, and it can only get worse because of this. Now, as for the Dalai Lama in China, well, I suppose it will also increase tension. There has supposedly been this new talks between the Dalai Lama's representatives and the Chinese government over Tibet, but they've pretty much ground to a halt in recent times, and I can't imagine this will help anything in terms of reigniting those talks, although many people have said that the whole process is a bit of a sham anyway and was only done to sort of keep people quiet in the run-up to the Olympics.
OK, Stephen McDonald in Beijing, thanks for bringing us up to date.
One world, one dream. Which world? Which dream? Not my world, not my dream. Welcome to Beijing.